a warm welcome, everyone. I'm Lady Flame, and we are back to Ambition, Minuet, and Power. I can't believe we're already in the third chapter. We're almost at the ending. I am so hyped. As always, I'll only show you new stuff, but here we go. Oh, you awake to the sound of someone knocking on your front door. Who's there? I'll get it, madame, Camille calls cheerfully from downstairs as she goes for the door. Thank you, Camille, you are the best. Suddenly hear Camille gasp, gasp. Then there's the distinctive sound of her running up the stairs to your room. Madame, you won't believe it, Monsieur Armand is here. Oh no. Sinimhab, what in the devil is doing here? I don't know, Madame, but he's here now, Camille admits with a shrug, but you can tell that she's trying to conceal her excitement. Girl, no, you can have better. Hi. Mana enters your bedroom not long afterward, oh my gosh, greeting you with a gentle kiss on the cheek. Don't you dare. Bonjour, ma chère. Oh, it's so good to be back here, if it's just for a moment. Camille, if you excuse us. No, Camille, stay here. I cannot guarantee that we'll be both safe if you leave. Oui, monsieur, Camille! She replies with a courtesy before she leaves the two of you and your business. Hi. As you can imagine, I'm not just here for a social call, Armand admits. I know it was dangerous for me to come here, especially given all that's happened recently, but what I'm about to say next simply had to be discussed in person. Our society, oh my gosh, it's such a loser. Hope to advance our cause by slowly building consensus within the State General. However, the time for that is long past. Yeah, I read in the newspaper. You can't build consensus when people are killing each other in the streets. Yeah. After Joanna's disappearance and the raids to our society, our difficulties have only grown. Joanna disappeared? In fact, I think the only reason I was able to escape the raids myself was because I was out warning everyone. After the discovery we made when you came over for dinner, if you hadn't visited, he trails off and shudders at the possibility. Oh, it's my fault that you weren't arrested. It's important as all possible for us to accomplish something useful among this uncertainty, but it won't be easy. To put it simply, we'll have to play to both the crown and the revolution at the same time. And something like that requires common goal, mutual enemy. Yeah? You're shrewd as ever, he likes to himself, never taking his eyes off you. Ugh. We may not be able to bring about our original plan, but we can get both the revolutionaries and the crown to draft a close military and trade alliance with Austria, as well as guaranteeing the safety of the queen and her children. We'll even be able to secure open borders within our two nations. It's always about Austria. Why is everyone obsessed with Austria through history? We'll have a lot of people. What do you need to do? Is going to help the Crown Revolutionary agreeing to the same thing? How? Yeah, how? That's the funniest thing about politics. Despite every rattle the saber and every declaration of allegiance and purity, there are always secret messages and discussion going on between enemies. There's also like the funny, let's trick the bigots into being progressive. It's so fun to do, oh my gosh. Most leaders would rather negotiate, even if terms aren't always agreeable. Sadly, to the negotiation table, let us find a compromise. The rally was based like 2 arms, let us seize what is ours by right. I don't know, the first one sounds way cooler. So those same leaders simply negotiate in secret. Even in times of open war, the conversation never stops. Stakes merely grow more dire. Oh, don't tell me. Don't remind me of stuff. I don't want to think about it. I just want a few moments of peace. It's of course where our plan becomes underhanded. What we need for this is someone that we know well, who's already under suspicion by society. By framing them as a threat that we discover, we can bring the crown, the revolution to the negotiating table long enough to get our demands. You want a scapegoat? Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's just blame somebody. Let's just blame everything on a minority. Everyone will agree with that. Oh my gosh, I'm getting too real. I know I'm getting too present day, but I don't care, okay? Right now, our best choice for this deception is Louis Antoine de Saint-Just. That's a mouthful. To put it simply, the man is a maniac. Even his comrades in the revolution fear him. Framing him as someone conspiring against the nation will help us save many lives. However, it also means that he will likely be imprisoned for life or executed. Bro, you sure you want that on your hands? You're the only person I know I trust enough to do this. Can I count you on you, my cher? No. Can I say no? Save people's lives, I will. You can't do it. May have few sculptors left, but it's just wrong. Amanda, you seriously asking me to frame an innocent man? Yeah. And looks at you gravely. Yvette, please, you know that the only reason I'm proposing this is because it's our only option. We can save many lives, and this plan is the only way that either group will begin to speak with the Frankish Habsburgan society. Oh, secondly, can you really call Antoine innocent? The man preaches violence at every turn. So do many other people. If he's allowed anywhere near reins of power, many will die. I have a duty to save lives with this proposal and to stop him. Please. Oh my gosh. It's so tempting to just say no just because he's the one telling me. You know, let me say, no, I cannot do this. I see your feelings. Don't call him that, replies as he hangs his head. Honestly, I'd hope that you see the value of our ends here, but no matter. I've lost favor, yes. Oh my gosh, my phone almost fell. Dude, chill. I'm sorry, my darling, but I must take my leave then. There's much that I still need to do before this day is through. He says as he gives you a quick kiss on the cheek. Don't you dare! I merely hope that I can still manage to do some good while we still have the chance. Bye. With that, Armand leaves and the rest of your day is still in front of you. Good, there was no way I was going through that madness. Preserving one life at the cost of any others, was that right? I don't know, I'm just having fun. He hastily gets ready for the day, occasionally interrupted by flaring bursts of discontent. Oh my gosh. What was that man thinking asking you to do such a thing? Was this the man you agreed to marry? Yeah, has he changed or was always this way? From what I am gathering, he has always been like this. Luckily, you are waking up, girl. Regardless of the answer, no matter how much this may trouble you, that doesn't mean that the world has slowed down at all. There is always more to do. Oh, their morning preparation interrupted by Camille. Madame, remember the man you had me deliver the secret letter to, the master forger? Yes. Yes, you remember? So when I delivered it, I met the man at the door. Camille continues. They say nice things and they smile a lot, but something didn't feel right. I don't know what to say, but it's like they were smiling too much. I don't think I like those people. Don't worry yourself, Camille. Have this under control. I don't like the sound of it either. The die is already being cast, Camille. Now we can do it. Wait, I don't like the sound of that either. Oui, madame, come here. Let me give you a hug. Camille replies in a low voice. You feel a frown settling on your face as you consider the possibility ahead of you. With a quick courtesy, she dismisses herself, leaving you to your preparations once more. Now your day has begun. Oh boy, so much stuff is happening. Oh dear, more. The violence in Paris has only gotten worse, which is often the case in times like this. Ooh. Judging from the frantic murmuring you hear in the streets, it's been confirmed that the crown is significantly more powerful than the nation's revolution. Oops, my bad. Sorry. If anyone from France is seeing this, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just playing the game. I'm just having fun. Next time, we might help the revolution. Who knows? Of course, rarely does one group hold power alone, and the minor faction of France appear to be finally picking their sides. As expected, the church is supporting the crown. My bad again. Very good that might do. The church is greatly diminished versus your past. But all the same, priests regularly issue sermons exhorting their flocks to stand fast in support of a rightful king, because the king was chosen by God, etc., etc. As one would surmise, the bourgeois had fallen in line behind the revolution, but in a weak and disorderly fashion. A small council of merchants, scholars, and doctors spoken out against His Majesty, and have refused to pay taxes until the revolution's demands are met. Ooh, nice! The officer corps of the military, composed mainly of nobles, has managed to keep control of their units and place themselves at the service of the crown. However, years of mismanagement and skipped pay has sapped their strength. Still, professional soldiers are always an asset in quelling an uprising. And so Paris continues to burn. Boy, ain't that a line. Oh, while your own progress had ground to a halt, it feels like the advancement of town around you has only sped up. Yeah. Last year in October, a large crowd of women marched upon Versailles to demand bread, mostly armed with homemade pikes. Dang. However, this crowd was disjointed and sporadic, with many deserting upon seeing the armed guards at the palace. We can understand the fear, of course. When their demands weren't unanswered, the mob attempted to storm the palace to present their demands to the royal family. Go, girls! Response, the guard opened fire! Dispersing the crowd with force, the revolutionaries have come to refer to this tragic event as the Women's Massacre. Oh boy, yeah. You need to remember that women were also a big part of the French Revolution. Women were doing their parts. Sudden violence becomes a string of defeats that the revolution is still reeling from to this day. The crown has the stability and the necessary alliances to suppress any threats to their power as soon as they arise, preventing them from gaining momentum. Paranoia and desertion have withered the revolutionary ranks, as the crown recently released an edict of mercy. Oh my gosh, can I speak properly? Please, this is very emotional. So come on, focus. Promising legal clemency to any revolutionary that throws down their arms. This edict excludes all that have been branded as revolutionary leaders. Damn. So Paris continues to burn. Bro. Oh my gosh, still? Last night a sleepy commune named Varennes made history. Oh, the last 2 years have been a collection of sporadic uprisings and unsuccessful battles as revolutionary forces spring up across the country, led by men like Robespierre, Lafayette, and Talleyrand. I'm sorry if I said those names wrong. Their many narrow escapes from royalist forces have become the stuff of folk legends, and several fictional accounts have already been published in the form of illegally distributed novels. However, one's luck can only last so long. Oh my gosh, we did something horrible to historical figures. Oh no. And the revolutionary leaders were finally cornered, found hiding in the attic of the Varennes post office. Oh! With the leaders apprehended and brought back to Paris in chain, the remaining revolutionary forces scattered across France have been left demoralized and leaderless. So Paris continues to burn. Whoa! Oh, we did some damages! Avril? It's Avril. Oh! Less than a year after events of Varennes, a physician named Joseph Hyacinthe Guillotine proposes a device. Oh dear! Device that will the condemned and quickly and cleanly. No longer will they twist and choke at the end of a rope. Oh yeah, it's quicker and painless, they say. Yeah, the guillotine. Yeah. Oh, shout out to the... oh my gosh, what's their name? There is the author of Iron Widow. If you've seen their TikToks or YouTube shorts, they're so fun. They also remade, I think, a guillotine on their backyard? No, not a backyard. What's the name? Their terrace? No, that's not a word. I cannot think of words today. Whatever. Let's go on, they're fun. Check them out. In fact, the device already claimed its first life. Highwayman named Nicolas Jacques Pelletier was found guilty of murder, robbery, and oh no. Okay, that scared me so much. Why did that scare me so much? By all accounts, he was a wicked man. In fact, the crowd that watched his death was unsatisfied with his execution. Like, oh, that was so quick, so fast, so painless. Nah. Like, can we redo that? Can you retake that one, please? It was too clean, too quick, too cynical. Oh my gosh, I was joking, but that's... oh my gosh. Perhaps I shall have to witness this guillotine at work a few more times before they warm to it. Gosh, that's narrator. That's been a year and a half. Oh my gosh, and the people of France have truly warmed to this guillotine. Oh my gosh, the court has been held in a situation of complete legal deadlock as the captured revolutionary leaders continue to argue their cases before the courts. Finally, His Majesty King Louis XVI, is that the number? Yeah, broke the deadlock by simply ordering their execution by royal decree. Damn, bro! Like, this went against France's legal norms. The tribulations and paralyzing violence over the last few years have dulled their such sensitivities. Oh boy, for the talk, their importance, rules and standards crumble easy before any firm wielder of power. This morning, one after the other, the revolutionary leaders were executed and their heads stuck in rows upon the ground. Oh, vive le roi, shouted everyone at every death. The king had once been accused of possessing a vacillating nature. He had not firmly kept his hands upon the rein of power. After seeing so many threats to his rule, something has changed with him. Oh my gosh, no such indecision as him now, for sure. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The morning preparation are interrupted by the sound of loud crashes, discontent outside. Normally that wouldn't be so strange, but this time the sounds are close, uncomfortably close. And since the crown successfully put down the rebellion that threatened to usurp His Majesty the King, you heard of this royal subject being put on trial. Is that what this is? You look out the window and see dragoons so forcefully tearing people from their homes and gathering them in the middle of the street. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, this is terrifying. All around, cold, the sound of heavy fists banging against your front door. What? Wait, why? Me? Come on. I get it. Camille calls out from the stair. Camille? No, we're gonna lock ourselves in this room together. Before you can stop her, you hear her open the front door downstairs. This is immediately muffled by the sound of a struggle. Still, the sound of trampling boots. Someone is coming up the stairs. Camille, the dragoons burst in, holding an official notice in his hands. And then you stand accused of high crimes against His Majesty the King. What, me? Stand, I shall come and do. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Gaspers, he grabs you roughly by the wrist in the middle of your sentence and immediately starts dragging you outside. Your pleas of innocence fall on deaf ears. Just before he drags you out of your bedroom, you manage to grab your traveling bag. Contains your journal and a pencil along with Joanna's mysterious letter and a similar ring you found under the floorboards in the kitchen. Ooh, interesting. Not long afterwards, you find yourself alone in a jail cell. Oh, come on. Try to contemplate which indignity is greater, the fact that you're still only dressed in your foundation garments. I'm sorry, there's things are a bit more great than you be in your pajamas. The fact that you still haven't had breakfast yet. Girl, Yvette. Taking a seat on your new bed, you wonder what the story will be like. But does one even prove their loyalty to the crown? I don't know. At least you are getting, a process. You do know one thing though. Whatever awaits you in the trial, you must succeed. Your very life hangs in the balance. Would it be so mean of me to end the episode here. How mean would that be? Oh my gosh. Hi. You know what? I'm gonna be super mean and end the episode here. Come on, y'all. We had so many things happen. And come on, this is a great cliffhanger. I can hear y'all scream in the comments, no, we need the next episode immediately. Which, one, great comments, which creates engagement, and YouTube likes that. A second, it makes you want to see the next episode, which makes me very happy. And oh my gosh, I need a second. I need a drink of water. Don't you worry. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here. Gonna start immediately recording the next one, so y'all won't miss a thing. I'll see y'all next time in a couple days. You know, I post every 2 days. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye!